Welcome back to FJ Journeys. Today we're going to show you how to do the scuba modification. So this modification is going to help us cross some deep waters in the Ozark National Park. I'm going to put all the links in the description, but it only costs about $50 and it only took me about 30 minutes to install. And now the highest we could cross water is right here without any problems. So enjoy as I show you how to do this quick and super cheap mod. Here are the supplies you're going to need. Again, I'll put all these links in the description. You're going to find the relief valve. Mine was pretty rusty. You can see me wiping it off so none of the rust falls into the differential. And then you're just going to unscrew. It takes a while. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. After you have it off, you can see how rusty mine is. And there's actually a lot of pressure that came off as I undid it. You'll put the new one in, just like this, and then you'll tighten it down. Just tighten it until it's tight. Next, you want to go up to the gas cap. You can see a little hole right there below the gas cap. That's where you're going to want to open it up just a little bit more. You'll insert that tubing right in there. Just feed as much of it as you can in there. You can see I think I had an 8-foot piece of tubing. I fed all 8 feet into it until you get right at the end. You can see I had some lubricant. You can use water, whatever. I use WD-40, it's just what I had. And then you're gonna put the new breather valve on there. Once you put that breather valve on there, you're just going to tuck it right back into the gas cap. Situated any way you want. You can see it took me a couple tries to get it. And I've actually rearranged it again since that to help it stay a little bit better. But here in the future, I'll probably put a little clip inside there. That way it doesn't come out as I fuel up my gas tank or anything like that. Next, you're going to find out where it pops out. For me, it popped out in the perfect spot, just right behind that inner fender, that back rear fender liner. You're just going to pull out all the excess that you put in there, put it up and over the frame, as I do here. I realize my frame is rusty. That's going to be worked on here in the next couple episodes to try to eliminate that rust. You can see me, I'm trying to figure out the best way to route it here. I decide ultimately to zip tie it to one of the fuel lines here. And I don't crimp it down super hard, but I keep it pretty loose here, just trying to tie it up. There's a couple different ways you can route it here. Decided to route it to the fuel lines. You can take it, again, multiple different ways, but this is just the way I decided to. Just clip off the excess, zip ties. Whatever you use, you can even use stainless steel ties if you feel more comfortable with that. Here I'm figuring out how to route it to the E-locker, and this is where I realized I screwed up. You can see me reach behind here because I realized that this is a lot smaller than the tubing and the pieces that I've gotten for this job. I used 1/4 of an inch. I thought that's what I was going to be using. And I realized this is probably about 1/8 of an inch. And you see me lubing up the T-piece here and struggling to get this thing on. I'm cutting it down for you, but you can obviously see that I struggled for a long time to try to get this thing on. So when I put the links down in here, make sure you order the 1/8 of an inch parts if you're gonna do this. I did eventually end up getting it on, but it took me way longer than what it should have. You can see I finally get it on here after a long struggle with it. Again, just easier to get the 1/8 of an inch piecing and fitting. This could have been cut down in half. It probably would have only taken me 15 minutes to do this job. Once I have it on there, screw that fitting on there. This isn't necessary, it just makes me feel a lot better just in case I do go over really high water. You're gonna just repeat, you're gonna cut the tubing to where you feel like you need it, and you're gonna repeat the next steps all the way to the breather, and then all to the T-pieces. Again, not totally necessary to crimp them down as I do here with these things. Just makes me feel a lot better. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to follow some of our adventures, especially next month as we take it over to Ozark National Park.